What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I have a few clips we are going to be looking at, and we are going to be talking about rosters today and how rosters came to be. And if you don't know what a roster is, it's basically whenever a man or a woman, you can be either or, man or a woman, and they're dating multiple people at the same time, and also having these, I wouldn't say random encounters, but they meet these people online, and then they have the nighttime visits and the multiple dates a week. 6-7 dates a week, 6-7 different people. Men do this, women do this. And as you can imagine, it is a lot easier for women to do this just because of the vast selection of different types of random strange men they can meet online, on dating apps, on social media apps, on Facebook. And some of these women are even going into TikTok comment sections and picking up dudes. It's crazy. Thank you for tuning in. Sit back, relax, grab you a beverage, get you a snack, and like the video before we get started. And I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you could hit that subscribe button, it would really help me out. And hey, my name is Rat Boy. Let's get into it.
Did you bring me your crying Judy doll?
Here she is, Mr. Olson.
All right. Let's see what happens when we put crying Judy in the trash compactor.
It's okay to date multiple people when you single, right? I thought this was a very interesting tweet that I saw on Instagram. This is something that my grandma always told me when I was younger. She's like, unless there's a ring on your finger, you can date other people to know like what is out there. Now, I think a lot of people take this the wrong way and they're like, oh, okay, well, if we're not married, I'm just gonna date like 6 different people at the same time. And then that's when like roster comes up and people are like, oh, you're talking to like 5 different guys or like 6 different girls and I have 6 dates this week. And when there's so many people on your roster, there's no way for you to truly build a connection with one person because number one, you get confused with who you're talking to. Number two, you're not really seeking true connection. You're just trying to fill a void. That's why you have so many options, right? You're like, well, if something goes wrong, then I have another option. That's what you're actually building. You're building options for yourself, not relationships. Does that make sense? Anyway, I put this up here because I want to see what you guys think. Do you think it's okay to date multiple people at the same time? In my opinion, I think my grandma was right to an extent. In my opinion, I think when you're going on first dates with multiple people, I think that's fine. I don't think you should do that all the time though, because then you're gonna get used to that comfortable feeling of just going on a first date. Because when you go on a first date and you don't really see the person again, it's comfortable. You can share whatever you want about yourself because you're never gonna see them again. You could be vulnerable if you want to because you're never gonna see them again. So I think dating culture has gotten very comfortable with the first date and flee concept. And also the feeling of knowing, oh, I have 6 more dates this week, or I have a roster of like 7 people or something like that. That only encourages relationships that are not built on a firm, strong foundation. And so this leads me to my point. I think that it's okay to date multiple people when you're going on first dates, but when you get to the 3rd date, in my opinion, I would just stop dating a lot of other people because it's hard to build actual connection with someone if you are getting deep with other people as well. Does that make sense? That's my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think it's okay to date many people? And if not, let me know why.
Who am I? And why do I exist? And who made me? And what am I expected to do with my life?
And there you have it. We have this individual that is gracing our presence once again. She's been on previous videos that I've made, and she is telling us to have a roster. You got to get those numbers up. She's going on 7 first dates a week. That's you do the math. You're looking at almost 30 dates a month this woman is going on. So she is, I don't know if she's the definition of ran through, but it could possibly be the definition. She's going on 30 first dates in a month. I don't know what else people are doing on Tinder, but it ain't going out for coffee. So she is saying that it's okay to get pumped and dumped on a first date, just as long as you never have to see him again. You can be vulnerable and open up to him, which in women speak, we know that means you make sure you do it at his house so that nobody sees you. Okay. You don't want to be seen, like women don't like being seen with a carousel or random strange men coming in and out of their place. That's why they usually go to the guy's place. So they will choose to use this language on TikTok. They will say, oh, you need to be vulnerable on a first date because you'll probably never see this guy again. No, that's exactly what you mean. And don't think for a second you're probably going to sit back and say, oh, rat boy, you can't have 30 first dates in a month. It's not possible. You would get just burn out. It would be horrible. For a guy, yes, because men are constantly making the dates, paying for the dates, doing what men do when it comes to dating women. They're basically doing all the work. These women aren't paying for anything. They're just sitting back. They're just getting meals. So of course they're going to go on 30 different dates. Of course it doesn't matter if she has to go to random dudes' houses. I just went and ate lobster the night before. She can crash on this dude's mattress that he has on the ground in his apartment. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's no standard. It doesn't matter for women. They will make videos like this, and then you'll go through their other videos on their TikTok, and then she'll have one, why don't men treat me traditional? No, I think we know exactly what's going on here. But you know what? You can never be too sure about what's going on in these types of videos until you look through the comments. And there is a commenter on her videos that let's see what she says. We have Noel says it's more for the beginning. Once you've been on like 4 or 5 dates with one person, it's probably time to make it exclusive or move on from that person. Now this seems like a normal take. Absolutely. You know, that maybe if you're dating 7, 8 men at the same time, if you're going on 5 or 6 dates with these 7 or 8 men, you can do the math. Though obviously you're going to want to narrow that down. Maybe tell all those dudes, listen buddy, the date's going good, but I'm dating 10 other dudes. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Sloan chimes in. She says, keep going till he brings up the topic. For mental health purposes, I can only sleep with at most 3 guys at once. Now, Sloan's saying this is actually the most common thing you will see when it comes to TikTok dating is women like this Sloan person. She can only sleep with 3 guys at once, but she's not telling any of those guys that she is sleeping with other random men. She's going to make it seem like that he's only dating 1 guy, which isn't completely, it's a lie. And most women, and I do say most women, until there was a conversation beforehand when it comes to relationships, they're definitely sleeping with more than 1 dude, or they are definitely sleeping with other dudes other than you. And in many cases, I would say in a large majority of cases, and I hate to say this, in a large majority of cases, even if there's a ring involved, even if there's boundaries or relationship, whatever you want to call it, you could be married, you could be a fiance, you could be boyfriend, girlfriend. None of that really matters to a lot of these women. They will still just keep doing what they're doing and keep cheating because they don't know anything else. They don't know how else to do it. If they're not constantly being entertained by multiple dudes, then they will get bored. And a lot of these women they need multiple dudes to entertain them. They will get bored with just 1 guy. I had a few other comments chime in saying that it was just crazy that someone would be with 3 guys at once. You would think dating multiple guys are fine, but sleeping, that's what they do. That's what a lot of these women do. See the profile pictures? These women have all done it. They'll say, oh, it's not normal. Oh, you need to be exclusive. Oh, I hope at least you told them you're sleeping with. No, y'all have all done this. Quit acting like something that's never been done. This is literally what is being talked about constantly on social media. So I'm not sure why everyone is acting so surprised that someone said the quiet part out loud. Women do this constantly. It's not anything.
So you use crack or you're thinking about trying it. First of all, I think you better listen to what Danny has to say. Crack has not done anything positive for anyone that has tried it.
Another absolutely disgusting secret about men.
They have a giant group chat that's literally made for evil. And this is, okay, come closer. This is a safety PSA for literally, this is probably happening in multiple cities everywhere, but specifically I heard about this one over the weekend here in the Midwest in Minneapolis. Continuing on the general theme of telling all my ladies in the cities to look out for these crappy men, this weekend my inbox has been flooded with stories from girls. Some guys I know, some guys I don't know. And out of respect and safety, of course, these women's stories are not mine to share, but we now do share the burden of the story, so that's terrific. Some things that exist. One of the things, though, that I had only heard an urban legend, but now have confirmation it's true because many of y'all have seen it, is that these boys have these group chats. I believe they're on Snapchat, right? Because no paper trail. And it's like, you know, women have like we dating the same man groups that have gotten out of hand, so I don't really pay much attention to them anymore. But like original intentions for those groups was to watch out for other women and like warn them. So boys have a similar thing, except instead of good, they're doing it for evil. And what they do is before or after they hook up with women, they will send photos of these women in these group chats to share with all of the boys. Now, I don't know the details if there's like one really large one or just a lot of little ones, but I will tell you, I heard some of the names of boys I know who are in it, and I was shocked. I did not suspect that. So for the love of God, tell your friends, tell your daughters, check up on your mans. Even if you think you trust them, maybe just keep a little heads up, because it's not just the photos that they're sending them that they're sharing. They're taking the photos without your knowledge. And as someone who just started dating seriously again a month ago for the first time in years, I already don't want to be here.
Women.
Okay, so let's break this clip down a little bit. I did want to show this just because of the level of delusion some of these women have. So there's obviously some sort of Snapchat conspiracy where dudes are taking pictures and sending them. Nobody's doing this. This isn't a thing. But this is just to show you the level of delusion some of these women live in. This woman, she's actively dating, and she is scared for her safety that her man is going to snap a picture of her and send it in this group chat. And who has Snapchat? I don't know how old this chick is. Who has Snapchat? Nobody has Snapchat. And then for safety, what are you doing for safety? How is this for safety? One thing, you are bringing attention to something that doesn't exist. And now you are telling a bunch of very gullible women, because women fall for stuff like this. This is why this stuff goes viral, because women, oh my God, anything that makes them clench their pearls is going viral. So now there's this non-existent group chat with millions of random dudes that are just sending pictures back and forth. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see your pancakes, man. If I want to see pancakes and fried eggs, I can go to Denny's. Nobody cares. And I don't know how to put this, but the majority of these women, you can just go to their link tree and they have websites with all their stuff for free anyways. Or pay like $2 a month, and then they'll send you a video of them doing whatever you want. And then again, these women are also getting dogged by random dudes multiple nights a week. But they're worried about their pictures going on a group chat on Snapchat, which deletes pictures after 24 hours. Cut in on their independent, their money, their independent boss babe business, cutting in on your profits over there. Nobody cares. Okay, there's no group chat. Okay, there never was. There are group chats with women though that do something very similar to this. So I love how she brought up the "Are we dating the same man?" But here's my thoughts on "Are we dating the same man?" Why are you dating the same man? Why are you hooking up with these dudes they're in full-blown marriages? They're married, and you are having these married men pump and dump you in parking lots, basically. Then you ask him, "Hey, how are we doing this in a parking lot?" And he's like, "Oh, it's because my house is getting fumigated." Like, if you would just not do that and say, "Hey, look, I don't think you should. Maybe it wouldn't be a good idea for you to pump and dump me in this parking lot until we're married and committed." Well, what do you think he would say? This is a situation that was created by you, so I'm not sure why you're complaining about it to men. Men can't fix this. This is a lot deeper than some non-existent Snapchat thread. This borderlines on possible mental health concerns is what I would say. When you have a few crazy people talking to each other, it's fine. Let them talk to each other. They do their own thing. But then when you have these other crazy people intermingling with normal people, and then all the crazy people start talking to the normal people, then they start making the normal people feel like they're crazy. And women are very convincing. They're very gullible. They will believe a lot of stuff. Like that one woman, she believed that the eclipse was gonna cause Armageddon, and she ended up, well, look up the story. I can't explain what she did, but after the eclipse, she did something. So, but look it up. This happens all the time, every day. And it used to be a rare occurrence back when these people would actually be in a padded room, but they just let them go free now. They don't have anywhere to put them. And so we have to deal with it online, on social media. We have to deal with these rants that don't make any sense. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hit like on the video if you would, and I am on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so if you would, please subscribe if you're not already. Leave a comment if you have something to say. My name is Rat Boy. I am out.